My name's Ken. How you doing?
I'm doing mighty fine. Hold on, don't say anything yet. Please. I get kind of demanding, I'm sorry. They're telling me, first of all, that you've been trying to make control or organize your life a little bit, but things keep happening and there's a lot more chaos than you expected this time of year. Is that true?
Yes.
And they're telling me that you have been a person that's always planned and tried to figure things out, and you've always tried to help other people, but sometimes, or recently, they're telling me the last 18 months to 2 years, it feels like everything you're doing, I can't breathe, is pushing you back. Does that make sense?
It does.
It feels like sometimes you're going, I have done it this way for so long, why isn't it working this time? I also feel like people aren't listening to you this time around. Whew, maybe this is, do you have a male that's passed? Like a father or father-in-law?
Not that I can think of, really.
You?
My father-in-law passed.
Don't tell me more. Okay, boy, see, this guy is annoying. Jeez. Okay, they're telling me too that you are having to learn to be more open-minded and flexible, and that is something that you think you are, but you're really not always as flexible as you think. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you have this tunnel vision of things, and so some of these things that are happening to you now are kind of like pushing you to a place of saying, no, you've got to look over here. So this is a rebirth and new beginning for you. Even though it's uncomfortable, even though you're excited, it's also a very confusing time. Does this make sense?
It does.
What's your question?
I'd love to speak to my dead mother,
Okay.
Florence.
She's got her arms crossed. Pretty strong woman? Was your mother a strong woman growing up?
No.
So she was really weak?
Yes.
Is there a mother-in-law passed?
Not that I...
Have you been married more than once?
No.
Ever been married?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have a mother or aunt, mother-in-law or aunt that's passed?
Mother, aunt. My mother, or did you say aunt?
A mother-in-law.
Oh, yes, an aunt, sure.
Okay, was she strong-willed?
She was.
And pretty much her word was the final say? Did she, what's the 5 in the family? Did she have 5 children, or she was one of 5?
My mother had 4 brothers.
4 brothers, okay. And are they, you've got a couple brothers passed, uncles passed?
Uncles, yeah.
Okay, so you do have an uncle or father figure passed. Who had the heart attack or chest-related passing?
I suppose
Heavy
that-
smoker?
All of them.
All of them, okay. You have an accent, so it's obviously pulled out of here, but I feel like, has your dad been having a difficult time?
He has. He's still alive. Yes.
Yeah, but he's having a difficult time?
I believe he is having... Yes.
Okay, because your mom says that she worries about him. And are you the one that took care of your mom quite a bit?
You could
growing
say
up?
that. Yes, yes.
Like you were the parent and she was the child?
Yes.
And she says that she didn't always protect you the way that you would need it to be, but she's really sorry about that. But you felt like you were the warrior in this. So your entire life you've nurtured women versus always having a woman nurturing you. Does that make sense?
It does, very much.
And so she says it's time to change that. She says it's time to let someone support you, and that's not comfortable for you. Make sense?
It does.
Okay. She says she's also sorry because I feel like her childhood was also very difficult.
It was.
And because of that, I feel like either there was neglect or abuse or something difficult for her growing up. So it could have been the times that she was in. It wasn't like something purposeful, but just maybe the time that she was growing up.
Yes, I meant, shall I elaborate? Or...
No, just not yet.
Okay.
Because she still, but thank you. Is she the one that wore the hats? Who's the one that wore the hats?
That would be an aunt, I believe, yeah.
Okay. Always had this little hat and a funny little purse?
That could be the aunt, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this is like funny. She's like kind of a character. What do you want to ask your mom? She knows that it was okay that you weren't there.
How's things going?
You're adorable. Have you been here before?
No, I've never.
Thank you very much. This is the reason they're laughing is because you're very adorable the way you respond.
I'm very...
Adorable.
Oh.
You're very cute. I always joke that there's no dieting or taxes, so how bad can it be over there? Right? So we want to know if they're at peace, and I feel like your mom really struggled during her last several years of her life. Does that make sense?
Extremely.
And she says she wasn't going to... So what's really funny is that she wasn't a strong woman, but she had the strength to continue fighting through this. So the strength that I find in her is that she wasn't willing to give up in her death.
Very much so.
So it's like this weak woman that had this inner strength that you didn't expect at this time. Got it?
Yeah.
Because she fought hard, and she would not listen to everybody.
She fought very hard.
She fought very hard. So that's that strength that I was also figuring out with her a little bit. And I also feel like you did the right thing at the ending as well as what needed to be done after her death.
Great.
And you have something with you of hers?
No.
Do you usually carry it?
Often, yes.
It's small.
A ring.
Yeah. Okay. She says don't lose it.
Never planned to.
Okay. She's doing great, and I think it's really about you taking time for yourself. This is a perfect class for you tonight. Does that make sense?
Thank
You want a CD?
Sure.
Okay. Sure. Where are you from?
Little town called New York City.
New York City. That's another country, I heard.
It's a wonderful country.
It is. Oh, this is a perfect one. Billy's from Boston. Healing your heart.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Thank you so much
you're
for
so
your time.
welcome. Thank you. Give him a hand, guys.